And we all agreed, I think, yesterday and today, that this third form of economy will drive the growth of the world in times to come. I think that's the essence. I don't want to speak more, because I'm reminded of what happened 20 years back at Scotland, where Tony Blair was there. Tony Blair was to take up the reins of British administration in his hand. And like this function started, and chief guest had hardly 2 minutes to speak, because other people, they went on speaking for very long. So when the compere called chief guest, Mr. Tony Blair, to give his address, Tony Blair told that my address is 10 Downing Street, and he left. I don't want that to happen, because I know in our midst today, we are the leading lights of our country. Mr. Pawadia, different dimensions of his personality. One, a very senior civil servant, but more than that, a person who is completely immersed and involved, a person who cares for the sentiments of people, a person who knows where the real problems lie, and a person who believes in problem solving. Because in our country, we don't have sensitivity. And here is a person who has sensitivity, and that's what I think we should have in an administrator. And in the years to come, when IEP is determined to make a great advance, it looks forward to Mr. Pawadia for his continuous help and support. And I'm very sure with this help and support, with the help and support of his colleagues, IEP then will emerge as an institution which will have its own standing and ranking. I'm very grateful to him, and also we have Paudumbik. We look forward to work very closely with ICPE. And there we have Mr. M.V.S. Reddy, a wonderful work he has done. He has, I think, given a new vision to the country in terms of creating a new urban infrastructure. When we used to go to France, when we used to go to UK, when we used to go to China and Russia, we would marvel at their underground systems, and we would only think whether we would have any of these things in the times to come. And here is a person who has come on deputation from a very lucrative service and has decided to give a town of 80 lakhs a system which can function and work. And that has become a sort of viral disease, a contagious disease. Planning Commission, which would always turn down that proposal, because we had done a study on metro rail in 1985 and made presentations in the Jubilee Hall, but it didn't take off. But after you have done, you see, I think every city in India is now vying to have that project. And every city, I think, is transforming itself. That's how I think we need to replicate and duplicate good work in different parts of the country. The standard is that anywhere where population is 20 lakhs, you have to have that system. And I'm sure that in the times to come, as I only heard yesterday, there are 100 towns which have crossed a population of 20 lakhs. So at this rate, we look forward to have this system in under 100 towns of India. Then India will be a country on rails. India will be a country on the move. No more a country which is going backwards. I am sure there will be a very great forward momentum. And on that occasion, let me also give a very big welcome to my colleague Jaydev, who is a full professor in finance at IIM Bangalore. Marvelous work he has done. We only heard of Bomol and others who came with their work and got a Nobel on finance, but he is another person who did a lot of good work on mutual funds in India, which has bagged a number of awards. He has a very good background. He has served at IIM Lucknow earlier. He has published prolifically. He has taught in different universities of the world, and he brings with him very young insights, young and fruitful insights. I welcome him to this. We also have Vinay here. Vinay has done marvelous work. He is from Roorkee University. He works in the area of innovations. And we require in our country, we have enough resources. But what we don't have is a good mindset. Can we, I think, reshuffle things? Can we do things in another way?